Hello, folks. I take no pleasure in doing this, but I feel it's my responsibility, as I guess it was my letters that caused Astrolpatriot to come back to the Pal Talk community and YouTube community and start spreading his information. But anyway, I guess I'll get to it. Just bear in mind that I get no thrill from this. Anyway, let's get started. Before you see right now, this is supposed to what he calls the hub, and these are the satellites of the hub itself. And I want you to, get a real good picture of that in your mind. I'm going to try to get both of these on the same screen. But here's the download I have of his newest video that I didn't mirror on my channel because I just find it to be ridiculous to even suggest that this could be factual. Yeah, I'll let it play through here. Of course we've got the common spelling errors, form instead of from, and the thinking here is as follows. Yeah, we got the grammar and spelling problems, but that's not really the issue here. Let me turn the sound off here. Here we go. There's some more. What are we referring to here? A mass close to 0.8 hundredths. What is 8 hundredths of? There is no unit of measurement offered. It becomes clear to me that I'm not saying that Astrolpatriot should have a understanding beyond how to use his telescope, but he puts himself in the position of knowing, and so therefore a critique is not only pertinent but necessary in my opinion. Anyway, we'll keep going forward. Now right here we've got this is actually from a GLP post, I believe, and then here we go with more really outlandish explanation. The picture is from a 360 view of the mysteries around us. Is this the title of a movie? But here's the image here. Let me show you something. Back in April, I was doing some looking around, and I found some things that were interesting, and so I captured them. And this is one of the captures here. And let's zoom in on this a little bit here. Oop, too much, sorry. But as you see here, you've got immense pixelation at the top of the photograph, where the white lights start to appear, and you can see when you really draw it in close that it's pixelated far more than the red area. If you look right around here, you'll see what I mean. You've got small pixels, but then when you get into the whiter area, you can actually see the cutouts. This is just a Photoshop, okay? This isn't a real picture of something that somebody's seen in outer space. This is a Photoshop, a fantastic image, artistic rendition of something. Okay, what he says that he got it from this other source, and that this is it. Now we're going to go forward a little more. Now, I want you to look at the distance from that to that. Now, if he's able to draw it in to make what was, let me go back to the other video here. Hold on, please. The unknown object here. Now, look at the difference between the size of this object and the size of the other one. And the stars are oddly in the same arrangement as this one. Yet, look at the size of this. This is taken from a Manicam. This is a Manicam application available online. And it is a cool program, don't get me wrong. But it appears to me that he's used this to layer of one photo on top of another, if you will. I mean, look at the size of this in contrast to the others, and then look at the size over here in contrast to these bodies. It's just, it's not even similar. Yet this was downloaded on, let me see here, October 20th, and this was just uploaded on the 22nd. So the difference of 2 days is offered here, and somehow he's able to pull this into that close of a degree and get a very large image of the object. Yet when we see this one over here, you can see that in order to get those stars and those other 4 satellites, as they've been coined, or orbitals, he's got this thing is minuscule in comparison. Yet if you were to draw in this close, you would not get any of these bodies. You know, you're drawing in closer, so you're narrowing the field of view. Yet, so basically what I'm saying is you can't have it both ways. You know, it's either you can get all of them if you don't pull the hub or the central object in so close to get this great of an articulation, or you sacrifice the field of view around to get this kind of articulation. You can't have it both ways, and that's why I didn't mirror this video. And I actually, I had sent it to others on YouTube and immediately let them know, don't upload this, don't risk your reputation, basically. Like I said, it brings me no joy to expose these things. But, I've got other things here I wanted to go over with you as well. And this is, it's very unfortunate, to say the least. Let me get rid of all this stuff off of here. Where was I? Okay, now, let me see if I still have his video. I may not even have it anymore, because I've been deleting a lot of the stuff that I found to be poppycock, if you will. Let me see here. Meteors, today's sun. Okay, yeah, here it is right here. Okay, bear with me for a moment here, folks. Sorry. Doesn't appear to be opening for some reason. There it is. Okay, this is unfortunately I can't make it any larger, but as you see here, the bands of Jupiter are at an extreme angle. They should be more like this here than, so you see there's quite a bit of extra angular alignment, we'll say. And, Astrolpatriot took this image himself, or at least that's what he claims. And, it's a video, actually. I'll play it out a little bit, and you can see that it is a real telescope capture, if you will. However, the problem I have with it is the alignment of the planet itself to the horizon. I assumed that he had leveled his telescope and articulated his camera properly. And for a day, I actually made a video that I'm thankful I didn't release on YouTube now, but I made a video showing that there was a problem with this. Here, let me grab this other video here that one of our members in the room got. And it's a really good picture of Jupiter. And you got to bear in mind, it does appear backwards, and you can see it's a real video of the body. But as you see, it's drawn in a much more articulate fashion. Kudos to this individual. I guess he wouldn't mind me mentioning his name. Hakalugi is his handle in our chat room. But anyway, he's using an angle mirror which will reverse the look of the body. So really, in real time, or if this weren't captured through that particular apparatus, you would see that this angle basically reversed. Now look at these two together. Look at the two together. Imagine this one being in its proper orientation, but you can see that there's an exaggerated difference between the two. Okay, and what I'm getting at is Astrolpatriot was trying to convince me for a couple of days, and actually spoke to reputable people that he thought Jupiter had a tilt of some, a polar shift, if you will, and tried to convince me even after I told him that I had went out and looked at it with myself with the telescope, and it didn't appear to be anomalous, as well as Hakalugi brought images, and even still, I was being told by Astrolpatriot that, look, isn't that wrong? Isn't that out of whack? Trying to convince me, and we never really did have a discussion where he recanted that. It's just kind of been swept under the rug, if you will. Um, but yeah, I've been the Astropatriot's lead defender in all this, and I find it disconcerting, and like I said, I don't I don't relish this video at all. It's just something I feel I need to do. Get things out in the open and let people know from the most staunch defender of Astropatriot that I'm sorry, but it appears that he is more than willing to provide false images, as well as jump to conclusions regarding astronomical objects, and actually try to convince others of problems that aren't truly there. But we're going to keep giving him rope, and I'll release this in due time to the public. This is more just so I can show people without explaining everything over and over. You guys take care, and thanks for watching.